Shalom Israel. First, I'm going to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh by Shemi Al Shah, by Shem Kakadash. Then I want to see Apostle Ezra Millstone, peace that takes 1/3 from Israel. And for this lesson, I want to title it, it's going to be a quick hit. Basically going into how, we see the day approaching. So, we should be detaching, daily, all right? Because, we're coming to a certain time where we're going to have to fully, depart from this place, all right? We're going to be outcast in society. And if you have some type of attachment to this place, then that can ultimately, hinder you from receiving salvation, because you're going to try to, actually, let's start with this. All right. As scripture says, Luke 17 and 32, it says, remember Lot's wife. And what did Lot's wife do? She looked back. All right. She looked back at all the things she had in that place. All right. And that shit got destroyed. And she got destroyed with it. All right. So you don't want these things to be a stumbling block unto you, over everlasting life and everything. Because the Lord said, see, this life right now we live in, this is a temporary loss for an eternal W. All right. The things you may think you have, bro, we don't have shit. All right. Because in an instant, it's not, everything here is temporary. All right. For example, you get a new car. You may be driving it for a few miles. And then obviously some shit happens, maintenance issues and the whole nine. Or you're late on a payment, you get, because you got a lot of proud Jake, they be getting Teslas. Well, you're going to be late on the payment, and your car going to drive itself back to the dealership. All right. But in the kingdom, you're going to have to make payments. You're going to have to pay for nothing. Everything's going to be given to you. All right. But in order to do that, we got to take on the sacrifice now. And the sacrifice is this life. All right. Not, how do you say it, for lack of better words? Basically, forsaking this life, all right? Because we're gonna lose in this world, all right? Let me stop rambling. Let me read this. 1 John 2:15 says, "Love not the world." Let me turn this off. "Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him." All right, so if you love this place, let me just keep reading. "For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world." All right, so this world is contrary to the ways he how about me outside, because this shit is wicked. All right, you got all types of you gonna try to prolong something with a bunch of fags trying to be equal with you, Edomites ruling over you, the nigga woman ruling over you, telling you what to do, just all types of wickedness. All right, you gotta wonder if your woman is talking to someone else. Like, this is not gonna happen in the kingdom. All right, so ultimately, what you may think is a loss here, it's ultimately a gain, because, bro, this shit it's about to pass away. All right. It says 17th verse, "And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever." All right, so you got to understand that the labor that we're putting in for this truth, bro. Like, this is for immortality. All right. Matthew 19 and 28, all right? It says, "And Yahushua said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel." All right, basically being in a position of authority. It says, "And everyone that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for in my name's sake, shall receive an hundredfold, and shall inherit everlasting life." All right. So, as I heard from one of the elders, hopefully I'm saying it correctly, but they said, that's minimum. All right. So if you lose your woman, then hey, you gonna get 100. You gonna get 100 more in the kingdom. you gonna get way more than 100, to be honest, because you gonna be living forever. All right. So you gonna have just one woman. All right. You know, you gonna have billions, trillions of kids. Like, but that you can't look at look at that through the carnal eye. With an American mindset. Oh, how am I gonna have a trillion kids with one woman? You're gonna have just one woman. All right. That homo shit that Esau put out. One man and one woman. Esau is homo for that. All right, 30, it says, but many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first. So, and we're about to, what's that, 2 Ezra 6 and 9? For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Who's Jacob? Israel. All right, so we about to rule. We got next, all right? And this is right around the corner. You got things heating up in the Middle East, so-called Middle East. But you already know what that means, right? That means we're approaching that day. All right. Elder Apostle Tuhar, through the Spirit, deemed this year 2024 the year of Jacob Shovel or something like that. The hopeful year of Jacob Shovel. There you go. So, hey, Lord willing, shoot, by later this year or next year, hey, we'll be in the kingdom. All right. But we got to keep focused. All right. And keeping your focus, meaning you gotta push it out that's hindering you from this walk. All right, because you don't want to remember Lot's wife. You don't want to lose your crown over some BS. All right, that's ultimately gonna get destroyed here. All right. Oh, I want a better job, or there's nothing wrong with these things, but you gotta understand, like, bro, in the kingdom, we ain't gonna be working. You ain't gonna have to answer to nobody. All right. And obviously, there's gonna be authority and things of that nature, but you ain't gonna have to be physically laboring. All right. You don't have to wake up. Oh, you're late. Write you up. No, this shit is gonna be a thing of the past. All right. And we about to get out of here. All right. But we have to stay focused on the mission. All right, we got to stay focused on the prize, because, let me get that scripture. Revelation 3 and 11, it says, behold, I come quickly, hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. What's that? Salvation. All right. We want the crown. We want that we want to hear the words, well done, thou good and faithful servant. All right. It says, thou hast been faithful over, a few things. I'll make thee ruler over many things. All right. That's what we want. All right. But you're not going to get that if you caught up in this world. All right. 1 Corinthians 7 and I'll start at 29. 1 Corinthians 7 and 29 says, but this I say, brethren, the time is short, it remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none. All right. So, we're living in a time where you ain't gonna be caught up in your woman, or trying to give her a dream house, or the whole American dream shit with with these women. No. Let me keep reading. It says, and they, or actually, let me finish the breakdown on that scripture. You're not gonna be caught up in your woman right now. All right, that's not the mindset to be in. All right, the mindset to be in is being caught up in this truth. All right, because your woman's not gonna save you. You can't save yourself. Only Yahweh Bashim Shai is gonna save you. All right, and scripture says he's a jealous power. So, he gonna be looking down like. You gonna be expecting to get saved, and the Lord gonna be like, let your woman save you, since you wanna, give her all that time. You could have been doing spiritual things, all right. And you gotta understand that you're let me keep reading, all right, because it's a balance, because you'll have unbelieving husbands that that can be saved through their believing wives, all right. It says, and they that weep as though they had wept not, as though they wept not, and they that rejoice as though they rejoice not, and they that buy as though they possess not. All right, because all this shit is temporary, so we can't get caught up in it. And they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. All right, so this world is soon to pass away. All right, it's literally on the brink. All right, shit could pop off tomorrow, type shit. But in understanding these things, we gotta stay focused and locked in. All right. All right, because we understand that this place is not our rest. 2 Peter 3 and 11. It says 10 verse goes into the destruction of this place. All right. And then it says, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, so all this shit gonna get destroyed, what manner of persons are you to be in all holy conversation and godliness? So how are we supposed to be, how are we supposed to be walking? All right, we shouldn't be all over the place. All right, we gotta be on point, all right? Because the Lord is coming back. All right. Looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. All right, the missiles. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. And this is not that place, all right? But we're seeking for that place, all right, which is soon to come. Wherefore, beloved, seeing that ye look for such things, be diligent that ye may be found of him in peace, without spot and blameless. All right? It don't... Let me read this. Matthew 6 and 24. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve the Most High Mammon. All right, so you can't be double-minded in this thing. You got to be fully in this truth. All right, you can't be, I kind of, you can't be iffy. All right, we got to be on point, so that way, Lord isn't iffy about our salvation. All right, but it's just a little quick hit through the spirit. But Lord willing, us edifying, wanting more praise, glory, honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem El Shai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Till next time, shalom.